Hello, class 4. In the last class, we started with a new chapter. The name of the chapter was Major Geographical Forms. And in the last class, we learned about the name of different continents, the name of oceans and seas. Today, we are going to learn about mountains, hills and valleys and also rivers. So take your social study book and turn to page number 48. Children, in the last class, I told you to find out the name of the seas that are given in your book. Did you find them out? Okay. We will find these seas in the atlas. Look at the atlas. In the atlas, we will find out Mediterranean Sea, Black Sea, Arabian Sea and South China Sea. Can you see here? This is Mediterranean Sea. And on top of Mediterranean Sea, there is Black Sea. Now, where is Arabian Sea? Is very easy to find out. Look at here. This is Arabian Sea. And last one is South China Sea. Look at here. This is South China Sea. Okay. Children, now take your book and follow the line. Mountains, hills and valleys. The highest portions of land are called mountains. They are formed due to the movements inside the earth that sometimes change the surface of the earth. The tip of a mountain is called a peak. Often, mountains are joined together in a chain. This is called a mountain range. The Himalayas are the world's highest mountain range. They are spread over the northern part of India and across other countries. Look at this picture. This is a picture of the Himalayas mountain range. You can see so many mountains are here. And what is called a peak? A peak is the tip of a mountain. And look at here. This is a peak. This is another peak. This is another peak. And when these mountains are joined together and make a chain, they are called mountain range. So children, which is the highest mountain range in the world? Yes, the Himalayas mountain range is the highest mountain range in the world. And you know, this mountain range is spread across 5 countries, including India. Which are other 4 countries? Pakistan, Nepal, Bhutan, and China. Look at the atlas. The Himalayas mountain range is spread over northern part of India. You see, here is Pakistan, here is China, here is Nepal, here is Bhutan. So this Himalaya mountain range, which starts from Jammu Kashmir in the north, and in the northeast it is Arunachal Pradesh. So from Jammu Kashmir to Arunachal Pradesh, this long distance, there you can find Himalayas mountain range. High areas of land which are not as tall as mountains are known as hills. A chain of hills is called a range of hills. The lowland lying between two hills or two mountains is called a valley. Often streams or rivers flow through valleys. Such a valley is called a river valley. The very highest part of mountains that are always snow covered have no life, but plants, animals, and people can live on the hills and in the valleys. Look at this picture. It's a picture of the river Tista flowing through a valley in the Himalayas. So this side there is a mountain, this side is a mountain, and you can see there is a V shape. So this part is valley, and a river is flowing through the valley. That is why this is called a river valley. Children, what is called a range of hills? A chain of hills is called a range of hills. Good. Now I will show you some range of hills in the atlas. Look at the atlas. In India, we have many range of hills. Look at here. Here is Aravalli range. Down here, Vindhya range. Then little more down, Satpura range. Then go down in the south, Nilgiri hills, Annamalai hills, and in the northeast there is Garo Khasi Jayantia hills. There are Garo Hills, Khasi Hills, Jaintia Hills. Again, in the south, there are Western Ghats. There are also ranges of hills and Eastern Ghats. So these are all range of hills. Children, what is a river valley? A river that flows through valleys is called a river valley. In West Bengal, we have Damodar River Valley. Rivers, a large body of water that flows continuously from a high land to lower land is called a river. Small rivers that have less water are called streams. Rivers and streams contain a large part of the water found on land. The place where a river begins its journey is called its source. Rivers usually flow into a sea or an ocean. Children, what is a river? A large body of water that flows continuously from highland to lowland is called a river. And we have so many rivers in our country. Can you name some of the rivers? Yes, Ganga, Brahmaputra. These are very big rivers and they have huge volume of water. There are small rivers, so they have less volume of water. So they are called streams. And the source of a river is called its origin. That means where a river is created, that place is called its source or its origin. From that place, river begins its journey and then it flows down and at last it goes to the sea. Now look at the atlas and I will show you the source of Ganga and where Ganga meets the sea. That means the mouth of Ganga. The source or the origin of Ganga is in Gangotri Glacier from Uttarakhand, from here, and it flows south and eastwards. Then it goes to West Bengal and one part goes to the Bay of Bengal and another part from Bangladesh, again it goes to the Bay of Bengal. So this part is called the mouth of Ganga. So you have seen the source of Ganga and mouth of Ganga. children study mountains, hills and valleys and also rivers at home and try to by heart the names and the definitions of mountains, rivers, hills, valleys, mountain range and range of hills. Thank you.